guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to be doing small knotless braids for you guys. I'm going to be using the formation here, 30 inches, and I think I use 1.5 packs of this hair that you can see me hold right now. And this is how I prep it. So it's very tiny, and I am not very tiny, but it's small compared to the medium size, and I'm going to feed in 3 times for each braids. So each braids get to take it 3 times. But first, I'm going to show you how to make your parts look really nice and just flawless. So first, I'm going to go ahead and take my parting comb and then part my client's hair and make sure we don't have any hair in any corners at all. Oh yeah, and also I use color 1B. And after doing this, I am going to go ahead and add my edge control, because after my edge control, I'm going to go back again and create the line, so it's very clean, and then it's just easier for me to braid and easier for me to part as we go. So now I'm done adding my edge control. I'm going to go ahead and make the line as I mentioned to you guys earlier. I don't know if I said this. I use 30 inches color 1B formation braiding hair. I also like to use Rua braiding hair, but I ran out of Rua braiding hair, so I had to go to the store and get this real quick. Usually I'm always in stock, but I'm relocating to Dallas, Texas, so I'm not like buying too much stuff right now, just because I don't want to have to pay to ship them when I travel. It's just like wasting money, so I'm just managing what I have right now. And when I move in, I will start having lots of in stock. But yes, after this, I'm going to show you guys how I braid. This part is very important, just because of usually the first line is usually like hard to braid and hard to grip, and sometimes it does slip through. Sometimes I have to start and then do it all over again, because it's very soft, and it's like a weak part of most of our natural hair, most of our hair period. But I'm going to show you how you can try and see if you'll be able to grip better and if it's going to be able to stay better. But it's okay if you make a mistake one time, you can always go back and redo them. This part, I think, to me takes the longest of any braids that I'm doing at all. So now these are the strands that I'm going to be using. I'm going to take the third strand and divide it into 2. In that case, I'm going to feed in these 2 small strands first before I start feeding the regular ones. As you can see, the first 2 ones are really small compared to the last 2 that you saw earlier. So now I'm going to braid like once. Usually I braid twice, but for the back I only braid once, and I'm going to grip and try to hold it as tight as possible. I promise you, it's not going to be tight for your client. You just have to hold it tight, just so when you're done feeding it, it just ends up looking nice and not too tight at all. I've never had a client flinch or complain about the tightness. So you need to, as you're adding on, try to just put your hands or your fingers as close to your client's scalp, and then you keep adding on, and then when you're done, you can just start braiding and have your edge contour and rub it through and continue braiding. That is how I actually do this style. This part is very difficult, but I think if you can get through this, then you should be fine overall. But I think the key point is making your parts look really nice, just so that you don't have to worry about surrounding areas and the hair and everything, just so when you start braiding, it's just easy and smooth for you to go. So yes, I will be having the edge control and the comb that I use for this style and all my style. It's going to be on my website very soon. Also, check out the link to my website in my description box. I also have all the stuff and other braiding hair color that I use for my ombre, for my locks, for my twists and all that good. So I also have bonnets and just many other stuff, for your hair care and more. Also, for this formation here, you can get it in the beauty supply or online, or I don't know, just any beauty supply store basically, or you can just Google online, and then you can have them on Amazon and some other website that you're gonna find when you search for it. Again, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, share my video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Thank you. you.